Hi, these comments are for YK, and I am Michael, the Placement and Testing Coordinator for the English Language Program here at California State University, San Bernardino. And you had a question or wanted some clarification on your placement testing results that you took, and here we go. So overall, you had 56 points out of 100 on our 100 question placement test. As you know, it consists of listening, grammar, vocabulary, and reading. Now, for the purposes of our test, we double your subtotals in the listening, grammar, and the reading section. So let's take a look at the actual number of correct answers you got in each section. In the listening part of the test, you had 5 correct answers out of 20. In the grammar part of our test, you had 18 points out of 30. In the vocabulary part of our test, you had 23 points out of 30. And in the reading part of our test, you had 10 points out of 30. Now, for the purposes of our placement test, you scored, let me look at it one more time. Oh yeah, you scored 162 points total out of 300. And that puts you in level 3. Level 3 range is 130 to 171, and that's where you are. In the writing part of our placement test, you received 30 points out of 60, and here is a description of your paper. So if you score between 21 and 30, so you almost scored into the level 4 range or over 30 points on this, you had one or more of the following weaknesses: inadequate organization or development, inappropriate or insufficient details to support or illustrate generalizations, a noticeably inappropriate choice of words or word forms, an accumulation and errors in sentence structure and or usage. So this describes the essay. So you almost got into the level 4 or score 4.0 or higher. So these are some of the things that characterize your writing right now. In the speaking part of our test, you scored 43 points out of 70, and here's what that means. So you scored level 4 in the speaking. This was a very strong part of your academic English language abilities. So it put you at 43 points here, and let's take a look at what that means here. You have obvious accent and pronunciation variations, but these do not interfere with understanding and are rarely distracting. You have a variety of grammar with occasional, actually you have a variety of grammatical structures with occasional grammatical errors. You can answer questions with sustained and connected discourse, and you have varied vocabulary. So that describes your speaking. So overall, that's it. So you can see kind of what's going on with your academic English language abilities. Now, if you take a look at your results here, you can see overall on the actual Michigan test, the 100 question test, you have a 56% proficiency. Now here are the areas that are the weakest to the strongest. So your lowest area right now is listening. You have 25% proficiency in the listening area. Then we can move to the reading and writing. You are at about 50% proficiency in the reading and the writing areas. Then we go to grammar. You have a 60% proficiency there. Your speaking is 61% proficiency. And then your highest is vocabulary at 77%. All right, and there are your placement results.